Well, anyway, I was talking, I believe, before I had my crazy seizure, that the Oscars are the big deal right now. Well, we thought we'd take a look, Andy and I, at some of the nominees this evening with a special edition of our little feature, Conan and Andy on the Aisle. That song is available on CD in the lobby, if anybody wants it. Okay.
Or it's available in my head if I don't take my medication.
Yeah, there you go. Inject directly into left cheek.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's settle down here for a minute.
All
Big
right.
feature here. We're going to review all these Oscar films, okay?
Okie dokie.
And our first nominee this evening, ladies and gentlemen, is Jerry Maguire. It's, yeah, I'll pretend that applause was for me. Starring Tom Cruise as a sports agent undergoing a spiritual crisis. It's the only mainstream Hollywood film that's up for Best Picture, and frankly, I think it deserves it. You know, I found it funny and insightful. I learned a lot about the sports entertainment business.
Yeah, I thought it was really great, too, full of good performances. There was one scene I didn't like, though, and that was the one with the fly. Remember that?
Yeah, right. I know exactly what you're talking about. Tom Cruise is having a meltdown in front of his star client, played by Cuba Gooding Jr., and apparently the director, someone screwed up, and there was a fly in the room. And I got to say, you got to give Gooding credit. He improvised, and he took care of the problem without breaking character, and I thought that was amazing.
That was pretty impressive.
Yeah. Okay, well, let's take a look at this scene that somehow made it into the movie and see what you think.
Help me. Help you. Help me. Me. So, you are hanging on by the delicate thread. And I dig that about you.
Well, that's a star actor. That can do that.
Amazing.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I would have said, stop the film. There's a fly in here.
Yeah.
You know? Not him. Not Cuba Gooding Jr.
Probably saved a lot of money.
Exactly. And that's really the point. All right, our next nominee is Secrets and Lies. It's the English film that picked up 5 nominations. It's the story of a young woman who tracks down her biological mother. The twist is that the woman is black and the mother is white.
That's right, and both actresses, Marianne Jean-Baptiste and Brenda Blethyn, picked up nominations, and they're both great. Their scenes are funny and tender and very original. I just wish the writing had been up to their high standards.
Right, I know what you're talking about. Like, when the daughter first contacts the mother on the phone, the acting was impeccable, but the dialogue definitely could have used a rewrite. It's sad that they let this happen. Take a look.
Hello? I'm sorry to trouble you, but I'm trying to locate a Cynthia Purley.
Yes?
Is that Cynthia Purley?
Yes?
Cynthia Rose Purley?
Yes.
Of 76 Quilter Street.
What is it you want, darling?
I'm trying to locate a Cynthia Purley.
Yes?
Is that Cynthia Purley? Cynthia Rose Purley?
Who is this?
I'm trying to locate a Cynthia Purley. Is that Cynthia Purley? Cynthia Rose Purley? I'm trying to locate...
Now, ladies, we stopped the scene. We only showed you... I think this movie is 3.5 hours long. 2 hours of the movie is that scene right there.
Right.
People were walking out of the theater, you know?
I know.
Answer the question.
I walked out saying, I'm trying to locate Cynthia Purley.
Yeah.
2 days I was saying that.
This is just one big ad for caller ID on your phone. That's all it is. Get caller ID, you know what I mean? And Cynthia Purley, there we go. I don't know. Very upsetting. Our next nominee is Fargo. It's the, yes. Well, people love Fargo. You know it, of course, the quirky dark comedy from the Coen brothers. It's up for 7 awards. I gotta say, this movie blew me away. I mean, I just loved it.
Oh, me too. The combination of graphic violence and kind of twisted, dark humor. Loved every minute of it.
Exactly. It was just what we love here. Yeah. You know, though, they shot the movie on location in Minnesota, and they obviously hired a lot of their extras from the area. And it's a nice idea, but it didn't always work out. I thought some of the extras were pretty unprofessional. Did you notice that?
Like the scene where Frances McDormand is checking out the murders by the side of the road.
Exactly.
Yeah,
That's just the same thing. Yeah, right. Watch this clip carefully. It's when she finds the different bodies. You'll see how one of the local extras really screwed up.
Watch your step, Margie.
Okay. So we got a trooper pull someone over. We got a shooting. These folks drive by. There's a high-speed pursuit. Ends here, and then this execution type deal. I'd be very surprised if our suspect was from Greenard.
Now, doesn't it hurt the movie a little bit?
A little bit.
Takes you out of it.
Yeah.
Remember at one point he went and he made a sandwich. That ruined it for me.
Yeah.
Our next movie tonight is Sling Blade. This is the story. See, everyone's got their favorite. This is the story, of course, of a mentally handicapped man who returns to his hometown after being released from an institution. Now, this movie is all Billy Bob Thornton. He wrote it, directed it, and he starred in it. And I got to tell you, folks, it is great. It's just great filmmaking.
Yeah, but it's an amazing film, but don't you think that Billy Bob sort of made an odd choice when it came to picking a voice for the character?
You know, you're right. I hadn't thought about it till now.
Yeah.
And I love the movie, but you point out that one thing, and now suddenly I'm with you.
That's my incredible powers and persuasion.
You just ruined it. Yeah, I do know what you're talking about, though. Thornton seemed unsure of how a mentally challenged person might sound, and he couldn't make up his mind on one approach. And I kind of noticed that, you know, he's sort of flapping in the breeze here. Watch a typical scene from the movie. You'll see what we're talking about.
Come on, Carl, let's go to the lodge.
Damn it, I'm gonna talk to him. You sit down, Carl. So what's in your bag?
This and that. Toothpaste and whatnot.
It's all in books.
Oh, different ones. One of them's a Bible.
So was you in lockup for cutting someone up with a hatchet or something?
No, I ain't never used no hatchet that I remember. Go!
I guess he's being sued by Fox now.
You should be.
All right, pick one and stick with it.
Yeah.
All right, our next nominee is Marvin's Room. It's the story of two estranged sisters played by Diane Keaton and Meryl Streep. They finally connect when Keaton develops leukemia and needs a bone marrow transplant from Streep's son. Now, Diane Keaton earned a nomination for her performance, but I'm not so sure about this one. I'm really not.
Me neither. It's an overly sentimental role to begin with. And then Keaton takes it way over the top. I couldn't even watch the last scene.
Yeah, it was just so overdone.
Yeah.
It was kind of pathetic. Take a look.
I'm fine. I can do this.
No.
It's okay. Oh, Lee. I've been so lucky. I've been so lucky to have Dad and I've had such love in my life. I look back and I've had such love. I love you very much.
Now, that's too much, you know? Too much for me. So I think she should get an Oscar for being able to shoot tears in
Yes.
someone.
Not only that,
The military's interested.
solid tears.
Yeah. And finally, our last nominee this evening is Hamlet, Kenneth Branagh's bold adaptation of Shakespeare's greatest play. Now, Andy and I looked at this movie once before. It picked up 4 nominations, but it was overlooked for the major awards, and I think that's a crime. That's why I wanted to include this movie here.
I absolutely agree. Hamlet was by far the best film of the year.
Yeah. Now, one device that this movie used was to set the action in a different time and place. A lot of people do that with Shakespeare these days, but the way Branagh did it, I think, was just brilliant, the choices.
Oh, it really paid off in the scene where Hamlet confronts his mother, the queen. Remember that scene?
That's right. Yeah, Hamlet doesn't know there's someone on the other side of the curtain, and this scene was powerful. Let's watch it again.
You are the queen, your husband's brother's wife, and were it but not so, you are my mother.
Nay, then I'll set those to you that can speak.
Come and sit you down. You shall not budge. You go not till I set you up a glass where you may see the inmost part of you.
What will thou do? I will not murder it.
Hello?
Oh,
Hey, what's going on out there?
enough! Around!
Oh, boy. Just kidding, folks. How you doing?
It had a happy ending. It doesn't get better than that.
No way.
And I think, personally, I think Lincoln could have been in every one of these movies.
Every one of those films would have benefited from a little bit of Abe.
A drop of Abe. All right, we're going to take a break right now. I think we've done our part for the Oscars. And when we come back, Barbara Walters is going to join us. It's a great show. We'll see you in a minute.